Hello again. And this is Hans Gutenberg answering your questions. Now here's the thing. I had to delete a few because you were just insulting me. First off, the reason why I'm in my parents' basement is because the economy is utter garbage. Gen Z can't even afford rent, let alone buying their own damn house. Trust me, if the economy was great, low inflation, I would buy my house in a fucking heartbeat. Hold up. In a fucking heartbeat. And second, I just don't care about you insulting me anymore. I get enough of that from the Democrats. Okay, go on. The first question is from DH. Yeah, I'm just going to put it on the screen. How do you handle a discussion when someone disagrees with you? If it's person to person, I will tell them the facts. I will explain the facts over and over again, and if they just don't understand it or refuse to believe it, I leave. I leave, and if they just say more hate rhetoric all the time, I flip them off and just keep on going, because to be honest, I am not going to talk with fascists or communists. Robert Williams says, what are the problems your city faces that you feel the current mayor isn't capable of solving but you can? Well, that's a tricky thing. I'm nowhere near the qualifications for mayor yet. I still have many years to go. That's how most politicians learn. We don't just get up one day and say, hey, I'm the one for mayor. No. I'm doing a lot of research and a lot of talking to people. What are their roles with this city, what's good about it, and what should stay and what should leave. But the ones that I'm worried about is Antifa and BLM. For some reason, they're not really a big threat here, in that people aren't really worried about them. And I think that the people should worry a tiny bit in case they come here. Because we are just a stone's throw away from Minnesota. We literally share a border with one of the big cities. So, yeah, I think people should be kind of worried, but not like fear-mongering of them. Just, as a gold once said, be prepared, be prepared. Listen cannot be spared, be prepared. Third, from David James 3426, who do you think is going to win, DeSantis or Trump? My vote's on DeSantis. I think Trump. Now, I know you are a DeSantis supporter and stuff like that, and I can respect that, but don't forget Trump all the way, because DeSantis, he is a good governor. Yes, he is I went to Florida for a nice week off of my, my busy schedule. But I went there just to relax for a bit, to invigorate my mind, and to, be ready for the election year. And it was a nice city I went to. Very nice and sunny, no pollution, little crime, zero crime actually, very, very nice. So I believe DeSantis should stick in Florida until maybe 2028. Then maybe he and Vivek could become the next president and vice president. I just think he's doing this because he was pressured into doing so, and that is a bad sign. If your candidate was pressured by his own people to run, that kind of shows he is willing to be forced into a negotiation by a foreign power. Trump, he didn't give a damn about Iran or Iraq trying to make deals with him. He said, you touch one American head, you're dead. End of story. Then, this type, I heard if you use Elmer's glue as a face mask, it'll clear your acne up. Huh. I don't think that idea will stick. Parker Summer says, does having autism pose any issues if you were to become a mayor or representative? I think it will affect me greatly, yes. I've learned to live with it. But I do have some kinks in my vocabulary. For example, I cannot pronounce certain vowels, so I have to roll my R's. I went to speech therapy to try to help with that. I can now say the sound perfectly, despite my constant cock-ups at it. But autism is not really a disease. Some people might think it's a defect. I just think it's a special problem some people have to deal with. If you want to know about autism, watch the movie. It's a stop motion movie about Asperger's syndrome. I think it was Matt's. I forgot the name. Anyways, I'm not gonna put Joe Biden. The movie is about a guy named Matt who has Asperger's disease, and he's right to a pen pal, Daisy Dinkle, who lives in Australia of all places in the 70s, and he has Asperger's syndrome and something like that, and he lists off some of the things that we are opposed to do. We have bad handwriting. I have terrible handwriting. I have to print everything I write. We have poor communication skills, and we get high anxiety over things. That's something I'm trying to live with and trying to conquer in a way, or at least trying to manage. And when I'm mayor or representative, I hope people don't mock me for that. I hate it when people mock me for my quirks. It's not right, and it's not really godly. Adam Baker says, what's your alcoholic drink of choice? I'm not big on the booze. I'm not like Nancy Pelosi, okay? But once in a while during the holidays, I have a bit of eggnog with Southern Comfort. That, or I have a tiny little thing of raspberry liqueur. Not liqueur, liqueur. It's much more sweeter. However, it tastes like cough syrup, so I can't stand the stuff. Listlai says, is that a button maker? What kind of buttons are you making and why? Oh yeah, listen. I bought this. I was going to make a button business, but apparently everyone just uses credit cards now. It's hard to, start up your own business if you don't know how to manage a credit card. Those devices, like those handheld devices where they just sweep a credit card and stuff like that. I would try to do money, actual cash, because they cannot track you if you pay in cash. But the type of buttons I am making, I think I have one. I am making this. I'm going to give these out to people because apparently I can't sell them because, cashless society and stuff like that. But yes, I made them myself. So that's nice. Okay. I'm not gonna say these names. What's your idea of female companion? And are you a dominant partner or a submissive partner? That's kind of personal. All I can say is I like ebony chicks. Petite ebony ladies. They're about my age or something like that, and who are conservative thinking, intelligent, kind-hearted, and above all, just not Democrats. And actually a lady, okay? You can call me a transphobe, but I prefer real ladies, okay? Okay? And as for the dominant, submissive part, I'm just gonna say I am not a submissive. This guy says, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? I'm not big on the Roman Empire. I'm more of a Napoleon guy. But when I do think about the Roman Empire, it's when I'm thinking about the Roman Empire. I thought you were going to get better equipment for your channel, says this guy. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened with that? Simple, the economy got worse. Mics and microphones and speakers and other stuff, they cost more money now. Oh, I got this like a few years back, and it still works. I just wish the economy wasn't so shit, so I could buy better equipment. Lethan, I don't know who made up these names. What's that bullet behind you in your videos? How did you get that? Oh, this thing? Let me tell you a long story about this ancient bullet. I bought it. The end. Ha! Okay, do you want to be a father one day? Not in this world, no, because being a father nowadays, you are seen as hateful and obsolete. And something I have to keep on explaining, a device cannot replace a father and a mother. We need fathers in a nation, real fathers, not femboys, not soy boys. We need real masculine father figures, so then our children don't have to be raised in a fatherless society, and so they don't end up on, of all things, TikTok as an influencer. What Detroit public school did you go to, and what neighborhood in Detroit? I grew up in Indian Village. I grew up near Detroit, somewhere near Dearborn. I forget. It's been years. But the public school, and let's just say, I hate it there. This guy says, do the curtains match the drapes? Do the curtains match the drapes? I mean, I guess I don't even have curtains. But if I did, they would be Trump gold. Why are you the way that you are? I'm on caffeine. Do you reuse the same straw? I have many green straws. Because green straws are the superior type of straw. Even if you're colorblind, the green straw is always right. How do you make money? Well, that's one thing I have to explain. I try to start out my own button business, but then they're trying to phase out paper money and coins from our society and replace it with, basically in Star Wars, they have a system called credits, where it's all just digital stuff. So it's hard for any entrepreneur like me to actually make a goddamn dollar nowadays. I want actual cash, but people, whenever I tell them, hey, do you want a nice button? They say, sure, how much? $3, $4, and they say, do you take Visa? What? How the hell can I carry a goddamn cash register with me every single day? I have been thinking about Patreon, but no one cares about that. You're so cute if only you were 6 foot. Yeah. But here's the thing, I'm actually 5'11". However, with boots, I could be 6 foot. From watching your other videos, you seem to be a little unstable. That is what happens when you are on caffeine all the time, and when you have to live next to Democrats constantly yelling at you. Do you use Bitcoin? No, I do not. Okay, that's one of them. Let me see. That's all that were on the video. I'm trying to see if there's any more in the comment section of my channel. Let's see. Okay. Okay. David Rogers says, if Biden didn't send money to Ukraine, what do you think the money should have been spent on? Simple. It should have been spent on the southern border. That's pretty much it. Any more? I deleted some of the other ones because they weren't really questions. It was just nitpicking at me and insulting me. So yeah, that's it. That's the entire Q&A. So if you excuse me, I'm gonna have a nice Kirkland hot dog, extra ketchup and mustard.